Shalom, Barak to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kakadash. All praises and glories definitely do, especially in the times we're living in. Much respects to the apostles and others that break millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work. I say, Shalom. All right. Lesson for this title will be here. I'll take from here from Psalms 23 and 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And that's going to be my title. All right. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. All right. So, in the presence of my enemies. All right. So, who's that talking about? Well, the top enemy at the top of the hit list are the tabernacles of Edom. All right. If we go to Psalms 83, all right. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, which is a noise. Okay? An uproar. That's what a tumult means. And they that hate thee, see that? See, hate. A lot of you people out there want to act as though there is no hatred in the Bible. The Bible is probably the bloodiest book ever written. All right? It contains the bitter and the sweet. And what you people want to do is you want to all hear the sweet. You don't want to hear the bitter. But guess whose book this is? This book comes from the heavens. All right? And it's pure. All right? It's uncorrupted. What gets corrupted is your minds by the system. All right? That Esau Edom has designed here. That's what happens. All right? And that's really what's taking place. Mind you, he's done, his wickedness. But you know what? That's his job. He was created to be the wicked, to be the opposing force. You understand? All right? So, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, an uproar noise, and they that hate thee, so you see, they hate you. Hate who? You're going to find out in a moment. All right? They that hate thee have lifted up the head. What is that? Their pride. Which is what? It's talked about where? All over the scriptures. I'll give you an example. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. All right? How about Obadiah? All right? Obadiah, which is just one chapter. Take you to that one. What is that? Obadiah. All right. The key verse is in 3 and 4. We'll start at the top. The vision of Obadiah does say, if the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. You see the word Lord in all caps there, compared to the other word Lord. So where you see it in all caps, in the Hebrew Bible, in the Hebrew text, in the Hebrew characters, the name that is spelled out would be Yahweh, which is read from right to left. People understand that? Right? For all you that wonder where these names come from, all right, because they're not made up. They come out of the Hebrew text, all right? The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and the name of his Son is Yahweh Shai. And those are the true Hebrew names of your power, all right? If you are of the Negro, Latino, or Native American descent, you are the descendant of Jacob. you are of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? And that's all scriptural. That comes from the scriptures. Again, that is not made up. All right? Each tribe is broken down in the scriptures for you. All right? And you can start in, Genesis, the 48th and 49th chapters. And then all throughout the scriptures. All right? All right. Let's continue here. All right, so I have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Rise up against who? Edom, the Edomites. All right, who's Esau Edom? He's the wicked. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24. Malachi 1 and 4, so Malachi, the first chapter, the 4th verse, tells you who that is. Esau Edom. And the Lord calls them the border of wickedness. Because every border of every nation where they're at, that's what they bring. Wickedness, bloodshed. All right? Woe, destruction to them that buildeth a town, a city, by bloodshed. How were all these nations, these Edomite nations, created? Through the bloodshed, especially America, Babylon the Great. Through the bloodshed of who? The Israelites. Okay? Through the Israelites. All right? And understand that the majority of us, of the Exodus that's going to take place, and it all comes back to redeem his people, will come out of America, Babylon the Great. But are we scattered into all nations? Yes, we are. The Atlantic slave trade started with the northern kingdom of Israelites, the 10 Indian tribes. Okay? You understand that? And we came here after our Assyrian captivity. And we were here 2,200 years before Columbus, all right, ever arrived here. Okay? You people understand all that? All right? So, anyway, let's continue here. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. Yeah, the whole world hates Esau Edom, the white man. Even his own people hate him. Okay? The EU nations, NATO. You understand that, people? They're a nation divided. And what does the Lord say about that? A nation divided cannot stand. It has its end. You understand that? And you read that in Mark 3, 24 to 26. How can Satan cast out Satan? You understand? And Satan is not talking about the spiritual entity. Satan simply means adversary. And it's talking about who? The adversary of the Lord. The adversary of his son. The adversary of his chosen people. You understand that? Esau Edom is the human counterpart to Satan here on earth. Do you understand that? Do you people get it? Do you understand that? The Lord is about a balance. He sits in the middle. On his left is the angel that you've all been told and believe was kicked out of the heavens. All right? Satan. Never kicked out of heaven. Fairy tale. Go read Job, the 1st and 2nd chapters. It'll tell you about Satan being in council in the heavens. And then right away you people say, well, it was after that he was kicked out. No, he was never kicked out. Okay? No servant is greater than his master. What do you think? You think the Lord wouldn't have destroyed him? Okay? Do you understand that? He serves the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side, overseeing unrighteousness, wickedness on the earth. You understand that? And who sits on the right hand? Yahushua, the Mashiach. You see that? Left and right. The Lord controls both the left and the right. So Esau Edom, who is the sword of the Lord, as you read in Psalm 17:13. Okay? He's under the control of the Heavenly Father. You understand that? He can't do nothing without the Heavenly Father willing it to happen. You understand that? And he has Satan to oversee that for him. As we, in this truth, we have Yahweh Shai overseeing us. And I don't need to tell you people who wins, because it's written, right? It's already been written. Understand, you're just living out the prophecies in real time. It's already written that we have the victory, right? Through Yahweh Shai, the Hamashiach, through the blood of the Lamb, we overcome. We overcome the wicked. Do you get it, people? Do you understand that? All right. So anyway, let's continue here. So again, about his pride. See, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, because that's where they come from, Mount Seir originally, which is known as Petra, all right, southeast of Israel, all right, whose habitation is high as in the skyscrapers, all right. This man likes to build with concrete, okay. You people get that understanding? That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down? See, there's his pride. So again, we're reading out of Psalms 83. They shall lift up their head, right? We're talking about their pride. And though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, that should be a big buzzword for you people. Again, the Bible is coded. All right? So when it's talking about the eagle, which it does all throughout the scriptures, you know, it's talking about the Edomites. All right? It's a buzzword for the Edomites. You understand? Who in 1681 decided to call themselves white. Okay? Put it into law and call themselves white. All right? There's no white and black. Okay? No one is black, no one is white. All right? He did that to further hide himself and to, say to himself, based on his pride, that he is superior than everybody else and that he's pure. There's nothing pure about him. He's the basis of men. He's the lowest of the low. Scum of the earth. Do you understand that? That's what he is. Because regardless that he's in the power seat, he's not above the Israelites. Do you understand that? And, if you know these scriptures, you already know that. All right? You already know it. Okay? Because if you go back to Genesis, right? The 25th chapter, where the story starts of Jacob and Esau. And it tells you that, the elder shall serve the younger, right? And the elder is Esau. He came out first. They're twins. All right? And he came out red as a hairy garment. And they named him Isashua. Isashua meaning Esau, right? In the English text, all right? So, but they named him that because he was without pigment. He had no pigment. Do you understand that? The curse of Cain. You people get it? You understand that? That's why he went out, he disobeyed his parents and went out and married Canaanite women when he was told not to. He's trying to get his pigment back. All right? He was chosen to be the wicked, people. All right? Created to be the wicked. Romans, the 9th chapter, will clearly explain that to you. All right? He's a vessel fitted for destruction. He was the vessel made unto dishonor, while the Israelites were the vessel made unto honor. You understand that, people? All right? And again, that goes back to the birthright. And you read in Genesis, the 27th chapter. Our birthright is Genesis 27, verse 28, 29. Esau's blessing is in the same chapter, Genesis 27, but verse 40. But I suggest you start at the 38th verse and read down to the 41st verse for further understanding. All right? And his blessing is the sword. That's how he would get everything. Through the bloodshed, through the stealing of lambs. Steal, kill, destroy, the house thief. rape, rob, murderous genocide. All right. We'll be right back with part 2. Shalom.